The ruins. And they really do feel like ruins. Look at this. This is amazing. All right, jumping right in again. Today we have an exciting video planned. Once again, we're in Northern California. We're starting out in Marin County, just across from San Francisco. And today we're riding out to Napa once again, and we're going to a suburban area called American Canyon, which might sound a little strange at first, but we're going there to check out an old abandoned cement factory. But we're not just going to be talking about the past of this place, we're going to be talking about its future, and we're actually meeting another YouTuber out there. Going to have a little collaboration. His name's Ryan. And yeah, I don't know what we're going to be able to see. You know, it's very possible all of this might be fenced off, so we're going to have to improvise and we'll see what happens. But first, a bit of a ride out to Napa. And here we are, American Canyon. And you can see there's a lot of like newer housing developments. Housing is something we're going to be talking about today with Ryan, and I'll let Ryan tell about his channel and what he does, but he's really a California housing expert. Yes, here we go. You can see there's a fence here, so we might have to get creative about how to see this cement site. Oh, it's open. Oh, fantastic. Well, I can't park here. Let's see what that sign says. What are you thinking? Should we try going in and parking up there? Okay. Alright, you can go ahead. It's going to take me a couple of seconds here to get on. Yeah, I realized I just parked in front of a private property sign. So, let's follow Ryan. That was Ryan. And see if we can park up in there past the gate. Alright. Over the train tracks. And way up here. See if I can find Ryan's car. I'm thinking he went all the way up here. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm off-roading. Let's see what happens here. Oh. Yeah, come on, baby. And I think he's over there. Oh man, yeah, now I'm getting some good road experience on this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't say no trespassing up here or anything, so. Woohoo! Yeah, they're actually doing work right now. Yeah. Yeah. All right, made it out to American Canyon, and right across from me is the abandoned cement factory that we're going to check out. But first I want to introduce Ryan. This is who we're collaborating with today.
Hello. Thank you for joining us.
And Ryan is much more of an expert on housing and this type of realm of expertise than I am. So I'm going to let Ryan introduce himself and tell us about your channel also and what you do.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Ryan, and I run a channel called How To ADU that helps Californians and people all around the country figure out how to build houses in their backyards or convert part of their houses to apartments. But larger than that, I'm obsessed with housing. I'm kind of like a housing advocate, and I try to get people involved in local politics so that they can help get more homes built and lower rents and just make more room for the people who work and live in our communities. This is a cool one because American Canyon is at the base of Napa Valley, and Napa's a really unique place with an ag preserve. And so a long time ago they decided we're not going to build any housing or anything up in the agricultural part of the country. That means it's all got to go down here, down in the base. And so this is one of those projects, and saw Jesse's channel, thought, yeah, that looks like fun. So I want to hop along one day, find a place near me. That's what we're doing.
I'll also link Ryan's channel. He does amazing work. He does so much work monitoring local meetings and holding people accountable in a lot of ways, and just getting information out to people like me who don't know this stuff. You know, he's an expert on it. So it's exciting to have him along. Really, the synopsis here is that this old cement factory, which has been sitting abandoned for decades, I think, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's now being developed, and it's being turned into this whole area out here, and you can see they've already started, is being turned into a massive development. Not just housing, but sort of a kind of tourist attraction type of place, right? A kind of downtown area they're trying to turn this into. It looks like the developers are going to preserve this old cement factory and actually build it into the design. So all of this, in their pictures at least on the site, all of the graffiti on these walls appear to be part of the design, and people will actually be walking through there as an attraction. That's kind of cool, I think, if it actually ends up happening that way.
Yeah. It's hard because you get into like questions of like, is it good marketing? Is it good taste?
Right.
Not my job.
Right.
That's the developers taking a chance on like, will people want to see this? They think yes. Is it cool that they're preserving it? Yeah, I always prefer to preserve because you can't, once you knock it down, you can't bring it back.
Right.
And there is a lot of history in the building, and then history in even the time it was abandoned.
Yeah.
So I think one of the cooler things to talk about on a site like this is that American Canyon's got a lot of really nice wild space, like the rest of Napa Valley. And so an important part of building more housing is actually building it where there are amenities and not sprawling into the wilderness, taking up even more California's open space, creating even more fire risk, right? We want to build housing that still exists in 100 years. And so this is an interesting site because it looks pretty rural, but what you can't see, because I've been hiding it a little bit, is there's a bunch of housing right here. We're like really close to the main drag that drives through. So there's bus service, there's amenities, and like public school system is well funded here. And I think all that's important because a word that Jesse used earlier is place. What city planners talk about is placemaking. You don't want to just drop 400 single-family residences in without any kind of public service, any kind of businesses, any kind of amenities. You need to integrate dense housing with amenities like public transport, access to city government, kind of buildings, access to commerce, or else you create food deserts and things like that. Is there any commerce in here? Or is, and they go, yeah. And you go, what kind? And they're like, oh, it's for tourists. And you go, well, that's not really, that's a different goal. It's like, it's cool, it's creating jobs for people who live here. They could be hospitality in that tourist center. But is it Is it enough to sustain like the local community? And you want all that. You want all of it to work to make a really successful place.
All right, we're gonna try to get as close as we can in here. We'll see when they yell at us. Yeah, look at this. This is cool. Oh my God, it really does look like ruins, and that's what they call it, I think. The ruins, and they really do feel like ruins. Look at this. This is amazing. Can we come check out your guys' stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, check this out. So Ryan noticed this retaining wall.
I'm not an expert, but I think this is like a frame up for the retaining wall so that they can eventually put in, pour it in, and it'll be protecting this whole corner of the structure, even though they've gone up in elevation up there. Again, not a builder, don't at me. But but it's cool because we've heard that they want to preserve a bunch of this structure, and this is kind of proof that they're spending a bunch of money doing that.
We ran into some of the artists over there who were adding more stuff to the walls. So it's really cool. Ryan was saying, you know, it was used in one way a long time ago, and it's still being used, obviously, as a canvas. So it worked out beautifully. We got to see everything, and Ryan just plugged my channel. Now it's time to plug his. Like I said before, he does fascinating work all around, you know, this area, but really covering a lot of California. So I'll link his channel in the description. Check it out if you're interested in any of that type of stuff. He is an expert, truly. And yeah, thanks so much for doing this with me. It was so fun.
It was a pleasure. Thank you for figuring it out. This is an awesome site to visit.
If,
Let's do more.
Yeah, if anything else comes up, I'll message you again. We'll do another one.
Yeah, it'd be a pleasure.
All right, I gotta get out of here. We'll see what happens. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Just take it easy. No problem. All right, it might be too windy to talk now, but I just wanted to thank Ryan again. I mean, that was so fun, and I'm so glad we did a collaboration. So thanks to him for meeting up and doing this together. It was much more interesting than I thought it was going to be. I didn't even think we were going to be able to get in there. But what a fantastic experience that was. Thanks again to everyone for watching. Thanks for coming along. More to come.